Hi, I'm Rob from Hobbsy. Thanks for joining me live on YouTube. I'm sure no one's going to watch this because Spain are playing Italy in the European Championship. So I'll just faff around for a minute to start with until maybe some people appear. But yes, as you can see, as the subject of all this, it is the return of the live version of my best beers of the month. This is for June. It's going to be a bit of a theme you'll pick up on this. Is that I've done some beer traveling, so we're going to that's going to be covered in a bit of this as well. So I'm going to open a beer, which is actually the first on my list because I actually visited this brewery, Glasshouse, right at the start of June. I'm sure right at the start of June. Maybe it was last day of May and first day of June. Can't remember, to be honest. But this is the beer that I've had this month. This is my third can of it, and it is called Full House from Glasshouse. It's a collaboration with a brewery called Chain House Brewing, which I've not had anything from specifically. There's a bit of a buzz about them. Anyway, so yes, 5% pale ale, and I've not done a video of this, so you're going to get a little bit of a free review at the start of this. So I'm parched, and then we'll get into the rest of the list. With look who's back. Hey, it's Can Cam. Can Cam's back. I know that's what you're all waiting for. Anyway, so this is, as I said, Full House. It's a pale ale, Hobson, Idaho 7 and Simcoe. Great looking can. There you go. Great looking can. So, appearance wise, I mean, pretty darn hazy. I'd say a bit hazier than the average beer from Glasshouse. Colour wise, kind of that mango pulp, kind of golden coloured beer. Pure white foam on top, so swell and stuff. Let's check out the aroma. So I'm sniffing. Got Craig H. Said, good evening. Also says good excuse to mute the commentary. Absolutely, thank you. Then we've got Jake saying, watching on my phone, putting on the telly. Multitasking. I don't expect many people to watch this, but I mean, I'm sure you'll watch it after the fact. Anyway. Oh, it's a beautiful smelling beer. Big peach. Oh, yeah. Massive peach. Peach. Like peach tart. It's got a kind of a brioche, kind of enriched dough, kind of shot crust pastry kind of tart. Big mango. I'm just stopping myself going into ridiculous innuendos about mangoes and peaches. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Certain kind of slightly petrol-y bacon crisps kind of thing at the back end. Not bad, though. But it's a juicy, juicy fella. Anyway, I'm spitting feathers. I might come back to the aroma, but anyway, let's dive in. Cheers. As a shot, I'll put it on. I put it on because you know you love it. You know you love a bit of the old bloody Can Cam. You can see the label. You know you love it. Anyway, I'm going to keep forgetting how to do that properly. As far as flavour goes, definitely a kind of mango sorbet, grapefruit. Lemon? No, lime. Yeah, lime. Something a bit herbaceous in there. Maybe it's not quite basil, but it's not quite like fresh thyme. Eminently drinkable, as it is Glasshouse, and Glasshouse, well, that's what they do. Tasty juice, ridiculous. Really good ABV. Crazy drinkability. So I've got lots of fucking cans knocking around. Visual aids. Everybody loves them. Yeah, it's damn tasty stuff. It's quite a simple beer. So I think that's what I'm going to stick with. Kind of limeish. Slightly herbaceous. Mango peach leading the charge. Bit of grapefruit to draw it back in. So next on the list, I should put stuff in this stuff in order really, but I mean I'm relatively well Oh, more beer in that, Anna. I forget that as well. Yeah, this is a bit of a contentious one, even in my brain. As you will. Oh, we haven't done the. Oh, come on now, Rob. I know it's first beer, but you haven't even done bloody Untapped, have you? Everybody wants some live Untapped. Right then, you buggers. Right then, so share screen, Chrome tab, boom. That's what everybody wants to see. So let's go full screen on that. So this is so Full House from Glasshouse, 5% ABV ale. They say pillowy, soft tangerine with terpy resin, as in like terps. Don't know what. Maybe it's a word that I don't know. Terpy. You tell me. It's the summer. I can't. That's a word I'm not able to use on this channel due to my own personal self-esteem. And it said hops, IDO 7 and Simca as it is, and 5%. And look at this blooming rating here. 4.3 is not bad. 218, so not bad. I mean, having over 4 for a 5% beer is pretty darn impressive. So I'm going to scroll through these and see if I get anything notable. Anybody I know? Anybody who's got it wildly off the mark? Some people have nailed it. Anything that's so Jonathan Y, what's he say? Really solid, not my favourite from either brewery, but he's certainly an easy drinker. Soft as hell, smooth, citrusy, even slightly tropical. Yeah. Shame it's so pricey. I would have bought more. I find Glasshouse pretty well priced, personally. A lot of everybody's buying from the Hop Vault. Where in blue hell is the Hop Vault? We'll find out surely. This chap's drinking at the King's Norton Nature Reserve, drinking out, getting pissed in public. That's what he's doing. It's all right. It's okay. He's not alone. He's with a tagged friend who is he's not going to tell us. Yep. So lots of 4s, as you'd expect. Just over 4. 4. So where is? You can't see this. The Hop Vault is in Dudley, so not a million miles from Birmingham, I guess. Not much in way of things going on here. Oh, Cherry Reds, that's a good place in Brum. That's where I destroyed my ankle, not far from there. I was staying just over the road, just next door to that Brewdog, actually. That's where my shit hotel was, which had blood on the bedding. That wasn't my blood, even though I had fucked my ankle, and it's still not good. It's still very fucked. Oh, there you go. There's my buddy Charles. Oh, lovely, lovely Charles. So I actually was at the brewery. If everybody's seen my video with Harry, if you haven't, shame on you. It's good shit. I am proud of that video, and that's my mate Charles, who was drinking with us that day, and he gave it a 4. There you go. If you want a good response, that's the man you should be listening to. I'm not going to look at all 200, don't worry. So I got a beautiful pale, smells and tastes lovely. Yep, I'd agree with that. What else have we got? Anything? Oh, what's this? England 2-0. Thanks, Harry. On your head. Lovely. Bloody good. Best beer I've had in a while. Yeah, there you go. This is what we want. This is what we want. We've got some of these comments. Didn't realise that. Maybe I need to drink more double IPAs and triple IPAs. That's what it says there. If you get mistaken what that says, it's triple IPA. They're either really good or making me a bit more generous for some reason. Okay. Great collab, soft, juicy tangerine, and a hint of pepper. Lovely stuff. Yeah, so I mean, as you can see, there's not much in the way of entertaining comments, but we're getting lots of photography. And it's all people relatively local. Half pint, nice hoppy pale, slightly peppery. At the Coracle Micro Pub, I wonder where that is. They seem to be having it on a lot. This one, so Sophie W, which says it doesn't follow on well from the last 2 beers I had, but it's still another great offering from Glasshouse. A solid session IPA, lots of hoppy. I don't know, it's a pale ale. It's not a session IPA. Forget that term. It's shit. Session IPA can get in the fucking sea. Plenty of flavour for a lower ABV. Moon Lions. So everybody's watching football. Cracking yet again from Barry H. Yeah. So yeah, you can see a lot of people. So where's this coracle place? I'll tell you. It's in Shropshire. I am High Street, Ironbridge in Shropshire. So if you want to go there, they're open today, 12 till 10. So get yourself over. So the Coracle Micro Pub in Ironbridge, Shropshire. There you go. So I have to remind myself how to get back on here. So boom, there you go. That's me. That's who you want to see, clearly. Dickheads. So yeah, it's a tasty beer. Damn tasty beer. Next up, as I was just sticking on the old can, is from Beak, and it's real. It's Talus IPA, 7% ABV. Lovely stuff. A really great showcase of Talus. One thing I'll say about this, I had a funny situation with Talus this month. I was fucking buying everything with Talus, everything with Sabra, everything with Talus. And then last week, me and Becky had 2 beers with Talus in back to back, and they were a bit like, oh, that's a bit of a funny one. I don't know if I like that. And I'm like, do I not like Talus anymore? What's going on in my head? And I just still not figured it out, because I have had some beers with Talus in subsequently, and they were still very good. There you go. Craig H says, I'm only here for Can-Cam. Obviously, everybody is. Yeah, so I just don't know what it is. It just got a bit, maybe a little bit soapy, a little bit. So I'm a little bit about Talus at the moment, but this was very good, along with, which was originally the beer that was going on the list, which is Sup, which is Citra IPA, essentially the same thing, but Citra. I do have another beer from another IPA from Beak, but I love Beak. I pretty much exclusively wear Beak t-shirts because I need to buy lots more clothes, and I just buy beer instead. But I do it for the content because I love to make fucking content. Oh, I love to make bloody content. Sod the football. I love to make content. So there you go. Sup could have been on the list, but it isn't. So that's the way it is. Excuse me, sup a beer for the working man. Swig a beer for the working man. So yes, that was very nice. Was Sup, as was thing. But I am finding Beak to be quite pricey though. I'm not tight by any stretch of the imagination, especially when it comes to beer. But I have found them to be a little bit expensive. Just putting the rest of my film. And while we're talking about that, our lovely Jacob here says, I haven't had anything from them since the logo change. Don't let a font hold you back, Jake. But yeah, so we got our lovely Craig, Kent Beer Reviews. So good evening, sir. I'm sure Craig's watching the football, so thank you for dropping by, Craig. It must be boring, football. If the football's shit, maybe more people will watch me. Yeah. Next one is a little bit of a funny one. Oh, nearly fell off. I nearly had a catastrophe. A bloody catastrophe. This is a big can, so I'm going to have to move it right back on the old can. Boom! Look at who it is. Look who it is. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Big old can. Is it one of their 465 cans or whatever it is? I don't know. I can't see. But yes, a bunch of Sierra Nevada came to the Shipley Triangle, which is one of my casual employer. He never likes to get dressed up. So yeah, so I got this. I got Torpedo, which was really nice. Dankful, which was decent. But this was lovely. And one thing that really struck me about this pouring of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale was, do you know you get Sierra Nevada Pale Ale in supermarkets and it's fucking crap? When you buy it, pretty fucking darn fresh, and it's shipped directly from the brewery, not via some distributor, not signed a supermarket for fucking months. It tastes ace, and that's how it's meant to taste. So if you're interested, keep your eye out for, because I don't know what they call it, Hop Club or something like this. You can, as a punter, you can buy direct from Sierra Nevada. I think it's a pretty good deal. But a bunch of shops. The two in question here, because I know I don't know if more shops shared it, but my mate Gav, who owns a Triangle, he split a delivery with Johnny from Rainville, so they're the place to get it from. I said, Craig's just gonna. Oh, so it's half time, but no, not Beer Hop. No, they've kind of lost it. Really, they've kind of lost their USP in a lot of ways because Sierra Nevada going direct. It's called like Hop Club or something like that. It's all through Sierra Nevada Direct. It's really good price, and it's pretty damn fresh. It's the best experience of this beer you are going to get. Because the supermarket stuff, I've had it, and it's like, it's so disappointing. It's like, is this what Sierra Nevada Pale Ale tastes like? Huh? I hope it doesn't. That'd be really sad. There we go. Cascade Club, I think. Well said, Jack. You're absolutely spot on, mate. So that was a real revelation because I said, it's always been so fucking bad. So it was a wonderful thing to get some relatively fresh Sierra Nevada Pale Ale and how it's intended to be. Right, next one up. Just put this in there. This is representative of something a bit bigger, as I will say in a moment. I might have sit back, and it is King Joe, as you might have seen on Sunday night. Me, Peter, Craig and Harry did a live review of this. Newtown Park in Bristol. It's the Kinjo Japanese lager hopped with a lovely bit of Sriracha Ace. So this was right, okay. Whoa, Rob. Whoa. Getting ahead of yourself, mate. We've not done the bloody done 2 beers and I've not done the Untapped. I say this is when you do it once a month. You just completely forget what you're doing. I started off all slick. I was killing it. Right, let's reel back to Untapped on Reel from Beak. 4.7, little bit more. Only a little bit more than the Glass House. And it says, have you tried Talus? We love this up. Let's pair it with our favourite mosaic. There you can't go wrong. We're getting ripe blueberries, palm violets, and fresh lavender. Yeah, I know what you're getting at, but I'm not sure if I agree. Beat delivering the goods once again, Mark P. There you go. Cheers, guys. Anybody come on? Lots of people drinking it. Well, actually, similar amount of people to the last one. Oh, somebody in Copenhagen. Got it from Kiosk. Only I did get it too. Ruben, you don't know shit. Think you're in Copenhagen? You think you know all about good beer? Bollocks. Oh, there we go. Matthew W. In contrast, this is possibly my IPA of the year so far, but I only give it a 4.25. Not that good, then, is it? Or are you just one of those people who are scared of giving a 5? Go on, lad. Give it a 5. Nice hoppy IPA. Any more? Loving Talus. Yeah, me too. I thought until that moment when I think I felt like I wasn't loving Talus. Right, so back onto me, and I'll get the old next one up is, well, you know this one is, don't you? So just looked at it. Share, and that will be Sierra Nevada Pale Motherfucking Ale. 3.63. I guess when it's been reviewed over nearly 500,000 ratings, it's going to end up being a bit lower, isn't it? What's it saying about this? Blah de blah. Cascade. Yep. Somebody in Murfield drinking that. See what we've got. Lots of, as you'd expect. They're all kind of 3s and stuff. It's 3s and 4s. 2.5. Yeah, you got yours from supermarket, mate. I presume that's in Russia. Samovar. But a lot of bottles. Do you know what they're missing? Should be getting a can. It's much better. But I guess it is mainly available in the old in the bottle. Well, it looks like a little can, doesn't it? What they've got. Surrounded by e-holes at my rat hole. 50, yeah. He's checked in. No, it's only a little can. Checked in 81 times. Well done. Tim M. No, it's not Tim M. Who was it? I can't give a fuck. Hey! No, there's not much in way of content. I was expecting some comments. I mean, it's the iconic Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I can't read that. I'm sorry to let you down. My Russian is squeaky at best. I don't know. Yeah, classic. Yeah, it's not really telling me much. So you don't really. I mean, I did it for the sake of it, but I didn't. I mean, wasn't that fussed. Right, as I was saying, talking about Newtown Park, we did the old live review the other night. Very good indeed. We were given a little taster from Tank, but I want to talk about the kind of like broader experience at Newtown Park. So we were going to go on the Saturday, but it was rammed straight after we'd been at the Left-Handed Giant. So we actually went the following Sunday, which was when England were playing against somebody. The one. And we went and drank in there for a couple of hours, and it was lovely. It was baking hot, and we were hoping to get out of the sun a little bit, but we struggled with that. And with some beautiful tans. I don't know if you can quite see my builder's tan anymore. Harry is resistant to sun cream, so he was red as a lobster. But we drank a bunch of their beers there, and had a lovely experience. The guy who's one of the owners was really welcoming, showed us a real good time. We just really welcoming, friendly dude. The other one, which I actually had on the stream the other night, is a representation of the other beers we drank, which was Emerging from the Mist, which was really good. Got another double IPA, I think Harry talked about on the stream. So go and check out that if you want to hear a bit more about our time at Newtown Park. That was a lovely, lovely time. So I'm going to root around in my box. If I pick out the right one. Do I ever pick out the right one? Here we go. Just going to subtly. You didn't see it. Stop looking. You can see it on CanCam instead. Next one up, as we saw nearby. It's from Left-Handed Giant, and it's called This Is My Beloved. You can move out of the way. And this is a lovely double IPA, 8% ABV. And I guess I want to talk more about, and this is one thing what we didn't talk about that much on the streams, has been our time, the beers that we drank at Left-Handed Giant. So this in particular is, as I'm going to turn it around, yeah, that's my hand. I haven't got an assistant. So it's a hazy double IPA, 8% ABV, Citra Cryo, Motu Echo, and Huron Melon. It's Motu Echo, Motu Echo, something Motu Echo, Motu Echo. It's not Motika. Just let's get that clear. I'm talking primarily to Americans. It's not my American. It's not Motika. It's just in. I've talked to people from New Zealand about it. It isn't. Another one was actually while we're in there, which I'll just poke in there. Which I think this is more of a release that since this didn't squeeze its way into the list. It's just we didn't have this on the trip, so it didn't feel like it was fair to stick this in. But this is really nice. It's called What's Good, and this is Cryo Citra, Equinox, and Nelson. That's lovely as well. I mean, that's definitely worth giving your time, but it's because I didn't drink that at the tap room. I didn't want to mention that. But back to me. So yeah, I'm not going to do Kinju on the on tap because we did like an hour and a half on it. Just about, while talking about that, Craig says I had a 3-year-old Syrian had a pale ale this morning in Waitrose. It was wonderful. There you go. You just got to get it. I mean, Craig's somebody who knows, like, you shouldn't be drinking beer from supermarkets because they just don't look after it. Anyway, yes. So broader experience at Left-Handed Giant. Went to both the brew pub twice. Once stone cold sober, once quite pissed. So you saw all sides of it, and they saw all sides of me. I'm always very well behaved, and it's an incredible place. I've been wanting to go ever since they started talking about it. I think it was early planning, in the early planning process when I was last in Bristol a couple of years, maybe like 2-3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I bet now. I always miss that year about last year. Last year could do such a big day, couldn't it? Really. Anyway, so yes, tap room was amazing. As I fucked my ankle in Birmingham and then went to Bristol about 2 weeks later. I didn't drink because there was talk about causes inflammation and it thins your blood as alcohol and stuff. So yeah, the bleeding from the bruising would be worse. So I didn't drink for like 10 days, if not 2 weeks. And the first beer I had when I walked through the doors at the brew pub, I mean, it's a great location, incredible location, 4 floors. It's brilliant. Service is amazing considering how massive it is, how many people were there on a Saturday night. And first beer I had was their West Coast Pils, which is brewed at the brew pub, which is absolutely chef's kiss. Beautiful stuff. Definitely recommend that. I definitely recommend getting some stuff from the brew pub. Sky Above their Pale, they were my first 2 beers, both brewed at the brew pub. Very good. The one that I kept going back to, which was a Sabro and something. Is it Simcoe Sabro? Somebody, if anybody, one of the lads is on there, I can't remember what it was. I'd probably go on their website and figure out what it is. I hope they can that because that was brilliant. It was Pale Ale with Sabro and something else, and I had that a bunch of times. And the dark mild. But yeah, endlessly. I mean, just a really good pizza. I've not touched pizza since then because we just drank beer and ate pizza. It seemed for like 3 days. Well, Left Handed Giant. I'm doing a bit of live googling again. You know, it's good shit. I'm gonna just flip over to the old, so you can look at something else for me. Some beautiful James Yeo work. Double date. Dreamhouse will be mine at some point this week as well. So I'm just going to quickly have a look at their website and see if they've got anything on there. Because if they have, I'm going to get all. Blender was another corker as well, which was sour. I don't like sour IPAs, but I'm going to jump on here so you can have a bit of a scan. Just some bit more visual than just a static can, isn't it? Really. So let me just pop you on Left Handed Giants Left Handed Giants website. There you go. So drank a lot of these really. That don't come out. Double Dreamhouse didn't have, but it's brand new out. I'm definitely going to buy that tomorrow probably from Triangle. Dreamhouse we drank. That's great. I said that's the beer in question. Great stuff. I know they're not cheap, but this brewery's not cheap. Directional Dance. Don't think we had that. I think I had that. Didn't have that. What's the Drop Project called? That one. We've got a can of that in the fridge. That was beautiful. As I said, I'm not one for fruited sour fruited sour IPAs. I drank that actually at Left Handed Giants Brewery, and that was really good. Just beautiful. I'd say not really a whatever a fucking sour IPA is. Not really as intense as like a triple fruited goes, but I thought it was jammy and fruity as fuck. Had Solitude, and that was really had that before. Probably done a review of it, I think. But had that on draft at the tap room as well, which was wonderful. So we went to the brewery the following day, which I'll talk about in a moment. Oh, here we go. So these are beers from the so they were the first 2 beers I'd had after 2 weeks off the ale, and they were both beautiful. But it's a pale. It's a pale with it might be like Mosaic and Sabro, let's say, but it was beautiful. Oh, our brew pub. There we go. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a bloody look. I'm going to open up Instagram. I don't want that. There's a map. It shows you where it is. It's beautiful. It's just on the banks of the river. Worth doing it just for this. There you go. That's what it looks like. It is beautiful. What a place. What a place. Great looking. There you go. There's a tap room. I sat. Can I put down there? And it's got, it's over like 4 floors. It's humongous. And it is a wonderful. Look at that. Beautiful. Cans. Loads of cans. Like cool looking glass. Fuck off your dimple mug. Yeah, no, it's good shit. I mean, you're mainly getting beers. I'll show you brewery more than anything. There you go. You know, you get the fucking gist. Anyway, it was right. It was ace. And let me see if I can get back to what have I done. I was going to go back to the old see if it showed the brewery, because we went to the brewery tap room, which is great as well. Great page, super exciting. Let's stop watching that. So, yeah, so drinking at the tap room was really cool. So me and Becky got there quite a bit earlier than everybody else. Some fucking cunt was getting off, meeting somebody from a train. Took forever. And and then we were joined by Adam and Harry, who were always going to be there because they were going to the festival. That was cancelled. We were meant to be going to Bristol Craft Beer Festival. But that got moved, and getting to Bristol and staying in Bristol for me is not cheap, so I can't make the later date. So I've got a refund, which is really good of them to sort out, because I can't afford shit like that. And yeah, so we were there. So Adam and Harry turned up with, and I knew Jake was coming, and he got that sorted out quite last minute, and so like, oh, hey, Jake's coming as well, fantastic. And then we might be meeting a couple of Adam's mates, not Adam's mates, Harry's mates, and including a fellow called Dave who works for Wylam. I'm like, well, I know two Daves at Wylam, and he showed me a picture, and that's neither of them. Turned out somebody walks up, a familiar figure with a hat, but with his disguise with his mask on. I'm looking over. I'm pretty hungover at this point as well. Is that Craig? It's fucking Craig, wasn't it? Craig Samuel's keeping it all secret, as it's been said on a couple of live streams that he was there, which was a wonderful surprise. I mean, it was like this was the Saturday and it was my birthday the following Wednesday. So it was amazing to spend the time with those guys, and it was such a good day. So to start off at Left-Handed Giant, then tried to get in a bunch of other places, but they were packed. I went to the Ballymo, then back to Left-Handed Giant Brew Pub. I'd been there the previous day, and it was a fantastic day. It really was. If you want to see the end of that evening, you go on Harry's channel and look out for the stream he did live from the hotel room where they're all pissed as cunts. So it was a great experience. I mean, off the top of my head, they're not selling them anymore though. But collab with, I bought a couple of glasses as well. They're really nice glasses. I really enjoyed the collab with Alpha Delta as well. I mean, they're a bunch of beers. I didn't dislike anything from Left-Handed Giant. I do like their beers. They kind of hit that spot for me. They're not full on verdant-y kind of juice, but had a wonderful experience and that particular beer, this is my beloved, really stood out. That was a great beer, and I said, check that out because that's knocking around at the moment. So check that out because that is a very nice beer. So, right then, next one back onto the list. Maybe slightly quicker this time. We're on to rotating around in the bar. Oh, that's underneath here, isn't it? Getting less now. And we've got, boom, Big If from Verdant. So this is an 8% double IPA. Once again, I've not done my thing ever. After all that, let's have a quick one. Let's have a quick one. Let's have a quick one for the Left-Handed Giant. Screen share. Oh dear. I get chatting. I lose my. I'm not professional. You might have noticed. So yeah, this is my beloved Left-Handed Giant, 4.11. So they're probably the most highest rated beer so far, I think. But yes, this was cracker. Last night, she said this was cracking beer, tropical delights. So I turned around. I forgot to log. Perhaps it was the boozy fog. That's Robert A. That's a very good comment. Last night. So it's I'm not going to sing it. It's Last Night from the Strokes, isn't it? So well done, Robert A, for winning the best comment so far. Calypso double IPA, juicy tropical smooth flavor, some easygoing early birthday can from To The Half. Well done for using To The Half. Is it Mark G? I'm just checking if that's not my mate Mark Graham. So you've got a few. Everybody's liking it. This is disgusting. Don't even let me drink it again. I think Mark S is having a bit of a funny time. It's been a funny fella. My feeling on this was on the money for 8%, pretty thick, not overly sweet on flavour, not particularly bright. A touch of lime, elements of melon and grapefruit from the midsection. Finishes quite herbal. I go herbal, not opposed to herbally Jack. So yeah, or herbaceous even, with a slither of candied starburst. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. Ace description. There you go. A lot of people are liking this. A lot of people are liking it. Hello, Mister. Hello, Bill L. All right, Bill L. There you go. Drinking a small bar, which is owned by Left-Handed Giant. Only get it free though. But yeah, some good comments on that one. I'm liking it. But yeah, so far you're winning. Where you gone? Where you gone? There he is. Robert A. Give him some props. Photograph's a bit shit, but can't move. Hey, you can't have everything, can you? I keep getting this wrong way around, so I mean I can't say how can I? So, as we said, back to where I was. The big if from Verdant. I do have a second beer to open. And I'm on to 6. Actually, I'll just proper fucking open it anyway. So we've got the big F. It's an 8% double IPA. It was lovely. I mean, I'm a bit up and down with Verdant, especially double IPAs. Seem to get a little even. The West Coast are a bit cack, and then sometimes the East Coast juice bombs are a bit full on. So no, Matt G isn't my mate, Mark. Never mind, eh? So I'm just gonna, as I can't remember that much about this, we're going to go straight on to the Untapped because I just keep forgetting. So while it's fresh in my mind, let's get on Big F. So yes, it's a golden yellow, full feeling, but light double IPA with heaps of dank grapefruit, ganja, legal drugs, pine needles, and mango spore, amplified judicial notes of sherbet lemons and fresh oranges. Fleshy oranges. And the malts are extra pale, golden promise, oats, wheat, malt, flaked wheat, and dextrose. Hops, Centennial, Laurel, Idaho 7, Strata, Mosaic, and Sabro. So I think the first 3 are on the cold side, and then they're on the hot side. I mean, hot side, cold side, Strata, Sabro, Mosaic. It was late, it's really rounded flavour. It was absolutely just jumping. Loved it. Really enjoyed that beer. I've had it twice as well and enjoyed it both times. Just a quick look at the comments. It's just lots of football shit. Hang on. I thought that was somebody else. No comments really on this one. It is a great beer though. It's dank tropical piney goodness with oodles and mango. Lovely. My bag, soft, mellow, easy drinking. I don't know if I fully agree with that. Good old doughy Verdant double IPA. No, I disagree. Shades of lime jelly and really dancing on the tongue. I agree with part of that. I don't think it is a doughy double IPA from Verdant. I think it's a little bit more precise than that is. But that was lovely. That was a lovely beer. Let's have a little bit more while I finish this off and pour my next one. Bit of ASMR for you there. Down at the pub, ASMR. It's that place here in the Coracle. You want to go there if you're in Ironbridge, in Shropshire. Big Jerry. Dog's face. Fuck off. So, I really like it. I love drinking it at Verdant's seafood place. I would love to go there, but it just seems like a long way, doesn't it? But yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was, as far as double IPAs, well, obviously, it's one of only 2 double IPAs on the list this month. So, clearly, they were doing something right. So, next one. Okay. Pint glass. I'm having a pint of landlord. I'm not. I'm having a Colonel. He's having a Colonel. Maybe it's a precursor to something. Is Colonel going to appear on this list? Who knows? Yeah, my pint glass because it's Colonel London Murky and all that. Got to oh God. You might get a semi-review on this. I know that doesn't mean I'm partially erect. Hey, football's back on. There's nobody watching. But yeah, catch up after the football. You know this will be a lot more entertaining and not quite as long. Oh, poor and beautiful. Need a decent sized glass for it. Oh, I've got some gunk in it. It's pouring pretty bright, and I've got some little fellas, some keg nuts banging around in there. But there you go. Anyway, I might tell you what it tastes like, but then maybe I won't. But the other one I want to mention while we're talking about this, which is kind of an honourable mention, as I was saying, as our lovely time at Newtown Park, their tap room is conveniently shared with Verdant. And probably the best beer I had from Verdant that day, and probably the best beer overall I had that day, was Unconventional Tactics. Not a new one from Verdant, but a damn good one. It's it's no secret that Nelson Sauvignon is our favourite hop. This is the most Nelson-y beer we've ever attempted. We've had a Nelson on top of Nelson, squeezed a bit more Nelson in, and finished off with some Nelson. Super smooth, super light, super Nelson. Great, love it. 4.29, the biggest so far. But it is a great beer. It is a great beer. I've not bought cans of it because it's quite expensive, but it's a great beer. Yeah, 4.29. I mean, what I'm drinking, by the way, it's Colonel Citra Amarillo Nelson. Well, there you go. 5.4 pale ale. But a melon custard. Honeydew melon custard. Spruce tips. Oh, you've got some right stuff on there. I've got to, sorry. Evan C. Aromas of juicy, overripe papaya. When have you had an overripe papaya? Sticky lemon blossom honey. Fresh honeydew melon. A rich mashed apricot character. Yeah. Dense and malty fruit porridge body. I like that. That's nice. I like poetry, mate. Flavors of honeydew melon custard. You don't make fucking melon out of custard out of melons. Spruce tip infused oat cream. Oh, come on now. Pithy lemon. I mean, I say some bollocks, but come on. That's taking it too far. Nelson tastes like bacon crisps, pineapple and white wine. In case I mentioned it before, I love Nelson. There goes Nicolette. She loves it. 5. Yeah, it's a great beer. I mean, you will see some 5s for this. So what was that one? This is a great beer. Yep, 4.5. Yeah, it's a damn good beer. Yep. Dave W. get a 5. If I signed in as me, you'd be able to see if my actual friends had it, but I could make them semi-celebrities. Maybe mostly be my mate Simon, whose surname is Muff, which is the hilarity is not lost on me. Stop sharing. So yes, so both those are great, but I've had Big If a couple of times, quite in space 2 weeks, and I really enjoyed it. As well, I'm talking about Colonel. Love Colonel's Tap Room. When I go to London, it's one of the places I definitely want to go and do some filming at. I've been before they turned it into an actual tap room. It was just trestle tables in part of the brewery. Always enjoyed it. All the people I've ever known at Colonel are lovely people as well. Next one, as I don't have a visual representation of this, because I've only drank it on draft. So we'll go straight to Untapped for this one. The visual representation of Boom. The Life Aquatic. Just Life Aquatic, not The Life Aquatic. That'd be having issues with Wes Anderson copyright due to the film name. So yeah, from Siren 7.2 IPA, it says, we've recently invested in some new equipment that allows us to dial in our water like never before. Who better than Polly to help us develop to help us a perfect profile with soft, juicy IPA. Hop-wise, in new varieties we're enjoying right now, Talus, Sabro, Ido 7. There's some of my Sabro and Ido 7. I do love both of those. And obviously they're better bloody Citra, of course. But yeah, so it's a collab with Polly's. 3.88, I think it's a bit tight. It's quite a simple beer, but I mean, it's Siren. I mean, I think they're a little bit cleaner than a lot of kind of juice merchants. Sour brown. Is it good? Oh, Daniel B didn't like it. Go back and drink some fucking punk IPA, dickhead. You're joking. No, I'm not. Yeah, so you can see kind of mixed feelings on this one. I think some people like it, some people don't. We drank this on draft at the last pub on the first night of our time in Bristol, and there were an event on at a pub called Beer Emporium, which was cool. And we were mega pissed, and I was being constantly bought glasses of this and various other beers, but primarily this. Had a few pours of this. We were generously bought for me by my lovely friends, and I didn't put my fucking hand in my pocket once. I'm not tight. Don't ever say that. I just remember it being a really nice component of a lovely evening. In there with Adam and Harry's brother. Sadly, we left our lovely Rory outside a lot. Oh, so it was so nice to meet Rory. He's such a good dude. That's Rory Lee. You'll see me in the comment sections at times. Yeah, and obviously me and Becky. Yeah, it went downhill quite quickly after that. So Becky insisted on the half of Dark and Perilous Night, not the third, like the sensible man over here. The sensible, significantly larger man. Yeah. But it was a lovely drinker. It was just a companion to good chat and good times. But I do want to get it on draft. I mean, I do want to get it on in can. Traveling Master got it, and I want to get it because I want to relive that moment. But it was just, as I said, it was a companion. So a lovely part of a lovely weekend. So I'm rooting around in my box again. And this is, I guess this is going to be in here for a couple of reasons, and that is because it's Bichala. I mean, it's called Birthday Banger. It's 12.5% ABV. Imperial Stout with chocolate cacao nibs, tonka, and vanilla. It's a beautiful beer. And really well priced. 12.5. It's like $6.99 and some of that. It's a great beer. Had a bottle of this, not a can. Who makes bottles anymore anyway? Yeah, I had this a couple of times. I had this on. So my birthday was on a Wednesday. I went out to the Triangle, my local bar and bottle shop. On the Thursday, met with a couple of mates and drank probably a little bit too much beer. Stayed up far too late. And drank a bottle of this at one point, and it was beautiful. Drank it all to myself, to be honest. No, I think I shared it with Simon. But yeah, it's great. It's full. It's classic Bichala. It's big and unctuous, and it's got all those flavors. It just ticks all the boxes for me. Chocolate, vanilla, love tonka, all the vanilla. Just not getting too sweet, but you've got a really high quality base beer. And all the banger beers that they do, with the different names. Cowboy Banger, Forest Banger, loads of different ones, and it was being one of the best ones. And I definitely, if you like a sweet-ish but big full stout, but with those ingredients, but in a quite pronounced way, I definitely. It's not Amundsen, it's not that shit, but it's got the whack of those kind of adjuncts that you'll enjoy if you're not being super serious. But as I said, the heart of it is a very, very good beer. And then me and Becky had it last Wednesday as well, and it was beer of the night as well. And we had Fireside from Siren after, which had been hanging on to, and Birthday Banger pipped it. It was good stuff. So Untapped, Sheen Square. Screen share. So all right, we're nearly there. We're at the final stretch. We're on to 8. Is there any extras that I've not mentioned in here? Not going to regret that last minute. No, they're in. Share. Boom. So 4.2. So once again, still not the highest rated beer today. I mean, Unconventional Tactics kind of pips it, even though it wasn't kind of on my list. But great beer though. As it said, Imperial Stout brewed with mountains of chocolate, cacao nibs, tonka beans, vanilla for a big birthday celebration. I'm going to buy more of this. It's such a good beer. Lots of Estonian reviews, I imagine. So I'm not going to get much in the way of entertaining reviews to read out to you. I know that's what you get here. Come here for. I want to see what's going on here. Oh, he's watching some on telly on this computer screen. Don't spill it, Daniel. But yeah, as you can see, it's good. It's a great beer. As I said, a really big, unctuous stout with a good whack of those additional flavors presented really nicely. So that was a real contender for a beer of the month. Was that? It is a beaut. Right, one from the end. Last beer isn't beer of the month because I've not actually decided what my beer of the month is yet. I'm gonna have to ruminate for a moment. Not now, but I will ruminate live on camera. Let's see. Oh, where's the other one? Where's the bottle? Motherfucker! Where did I put it? Not got a rip. I've got the bottle for my last one, but I think it's just over on the windowsill, and I don't want to get up on camera because, I mean, this is as much of a fucking shit show as it is, and there's not much to look at if I'm giving the game away a little bit on that one. But this one is something to look at, and it is boom, Palate Notes from Pressure Drop back again. Palate Notes from Pressure Drop, 7.4% ABV, just straight up IPA. Great beer. I had this probably like 3 times in June. Really enjoyed it. Had it first time around. Really enjoyed it. We had it on draft at the Triangle, probably Christmas 2019. And yeah, it was just a great beer. I mean, I think it's a bit of a Sabro-y fella. Yes, Sabro Mosaic Simcoe. It's great. It's a really good beer, and it's something I find really drinkable. Once again, Glasshouse, Beak, Pressure Drop. I think they're not as soft as some of the other breweries. They are, shall we say, Verdant for sure. A few others. Maybe definitely Northern Monk. I think Northern Monk really soft. I think this try that balance, and I thought this was an absolute corker. Once again, new canning of a lovely beer. And let's just do a quick old screen share and get on the Untapped notes of this. So yes, 4.14. It says Sabro full fruit fantasy. I like it. Sabro. Some love it. Some crazy people hate it. Yes, you twats. It's definitely one of our favourite new varieties. I would say varietals when it comes to hops. I don't know. So we couldn't wait to try it with our new hazy New England IPA. Palate Notes combines good whack of Sabro with an all-time combo of Mosaic and Simcoe. Hazy, juiced and tropicalized. It's a fruity party. There's no curfew. The brewer's palate is family owned, selected flavours and aroma from an artist's palette of hops. Once the beer is made, it's lovingly placed on the palate and shipped out to enjoy. Fresh. There you go. I can't understand, that's foreign. But yes, as I said, another really highly rated one. Orange and cream. Light on the mouth. Feel with a zesty, pithy profile. Great drinking and packs a punch. I think that's pretty good. I think that's well summed up, George R. Anybody else got anything to say about the beautiful Palate Notes? Lovely hops, blast and fruit feel. No, I don't agree with that. That's just nonsense. Get enough thickness to feel the chew and punch and feel the burn. Yet still easy drinking. No, that's bollocks. Getting mango and banana along with hops with a PD winner. Yeah, I know what you're getting at, Ian. Oh, Michael I, both from Trembling Madness. Don't like it. Fuck you. Pressure Up quality. Good. Yeah, he's really pushing it out. Is Alistair C. Yeah, I think it's great beer. Let's find one more one more tasting notes, and then we'll move on to the last one, and then live rumination. Fruit, sweet, bit finish, immensely good. Best PD brew I've any young, if not ever. I'd also almost written the lads off, but here we are. I'm not writing them off. I think the fucking Danger Ale. Oh, here we go. This is the one we're after. This is the one we were after. Who's this? Who's this twonk here? Harry H. He's drinking it at home. Get a 5 because it's a Danger Ale. There you go. It's our lovely Harry from Blue Nose Beer Reviews. There you go. That's the best review, obviously, of the night. This is our lovely Harry. But yeah, I really love that beer. I think it's an absolute corker. So, sweet beer for the working man. Before getting to our last beer, I said, but not necessarily beer of the month. That I'm going to think about. Screen share. I said the empty bottle is over there, but I'm not. I'm here, and I've got loads of cans and wires and shit hanging around. So we're going to just show you it on screen because, to be honest, not much to look at, but it is a beautiful beer, and it is India Double Porter. Mosaic Sabro, one of the most recent releases from Kernel. 4.17, that's another great rating, 7.5. 7.5, I'm afraid. So, there you go, local green, because I've got lovely Mark Sewell is a good friend of mine, lovely lad. Anybody else I know in here? I want to say that was a bit like Rory, it's not though. There you go. I look at his, I wonder what his. Well, Mark checked it in 3 times. Maybe we'll check out what Mark thought about it. But yeah, it's a great beer. I mean, a real love. There was still some beer left in it from like Sunday night, and it still smelt so intense and rich. It had not gone off. It had not gone funny or anything. You can still smell it. Smelled good. It was definitely kind of fruitcake and molasses and a little bit of licorice fruit, yeah, and so a really kind of like quite classic stout porter, stout porter at the base of this, and then I mean it's kind of a black IPA, but not. It's more malty than that, but you do get a good kick. It's a beer style from Kernel that I don't drink enough of because it's fucking great. I love black IPA, but it's bigger. It's definitely along the lines of like Stone Sublime and Self-Righteous. Porter is hoppier than stout, and it is hoppier than stout. It is maybe a bit hoppier than it probably should be, but as they call it, a double India Double Porter. But it is absolutely fantastic. It's a real treat, and it's like £3 order something. It's fucking brilliant. Wasn't going to pass this. Wasn't going to post this, but the porter was so good. Smooth coffee, chocolate hops, superb. There you go, Jason B. Can't disagree with that. Yeah, coffee nose, rich taste of chocolate, coffee, fruity notes. There you go. It probably did have coffee and chocolate in it. I mean, that was me going from my sniff of the bottle like 3 days later, and but yeah, everybody's loving it. As you'd expect, it is extremely happy porter. Oh, it's a happy porter. There's chocolate and coffee, some tropical fruity notes. I'm going to get some more. Reading these reviews and making me want it again. The hop variation in Kernel's IDP. No, we don't. So far, Citra Galaxy's best version would be my favourite. This is one that's very good too, as one expects from Kernel. Yeah, I agree, Hugh. Yeah, it's good shit. It's a really good beer and really nice. Not much Sabro, but perhaps a good thing. Fuck you. I think Sabro in it's good. I mean, maybe they're trying to bring out a bit of the old coconut from the Sabro. This is bloody lovely, sweet. With slight tartness on the nose and a rich coffee followed by a hoppy bitterness at the end. Probably one of the best pours I've had yet. Yeah, I agree with that chap. He is quite right. See if is my mate Mark. See if I can find his check-ins of this beer. I'm going to end on that, but maybe we'll just think about Harry's review. Danger Ale. But yeah, I think this is an absolute corker. It's an absolute corker, is that? And it's a beer that I'm going to buy more of. Right then, an hour in. I've got 20 seconds left to have the enjoyment of having an hour on the button. I'm not really. I'm waffling already. I've got 12 seconds. So let's just quickly go through this. Glass House, Full House. Maybe not. Beak Reel, had it a couple of times, is damn good, but my weird thing with Talus has thrown me off. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, it was great, but it's Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It's a worthy addition to a top 10 list, but it's not a beer of the month. Newtown Park Kaijo was very good, and the experience really kind of backs that up. Being given a pour or straight from the tank and stuff. I think that really. I mean, it would put it up there as it is a really kind of. It was a wonderful experience and a really kind of like good thing. Newtown Park. So yeah, and then Verdant, Unconventional Tactics, or big if we're going to say, or Unconventional Tactics. No, maybe it didn't knock my socks off. I mean, you got one of those beers where you go, oh, come on now. Siren Life Aquatic. No, it's a functional beer more than anything. It was a part of an experience. Piala, Birthday Banger. Potentially. Pressure Drop. Palette Notes. I had it before. Maybe it'd be unfair to pull out an old what's been out before as a beer of the month. And Colonel India, Double India Porter. I think the Colonel was close. It was really close. Do I always end up with a dark beer or a pale beer for the beer of the month? Am I creating some kind of like rule at this point? I don't know. But call me a soppy old bloody sentimental fool, but I think it's appropriate. And I've had it twice and loved it both times. But I'm going to give my beer of the month to Piala, Birthday Banger. I said it was an absolute cracker. Absolute cracking beer. And also, it was my birthday, so it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, really? It kind of makes sense for me to say that was my beer of the month. I'm going to say, so the Colonel was close. I said the Glass House, I've loved a couple of cans of the Verdant was damn good. The Left Hand the Giant one, that was really close. Ooh, some good shit, man. Some good shit. But I think because it was my birthday, I've had it twice, enjoyed it both times. Beer of the month, 12.5%. Chocolate cacao, vanilla, tonka, Imperial Stout from Piala in Tallinn in Estonia. Check it out. Go online, find it. If you like those kind of things, you like those flavors, you like a big stout, but with love those specific flavors pronounced. And I know everybody doesn't love tonka, but I love tonka. It was my fucking birthday, so that's what we're going to go with. Beer of the month. Anyway, thanks for joining me live. In spite of the European Championships quarter final, thank you for joining me live. And if you watch this after the fact, thanks a lot. Check out some of these beers if you've had them. Leave me some comments leave me some message in the comments. What we are beer of the month. And if you check out if you've had these, let me know what you liked for them. If you subsequently after watching this pick up any of the beers, let me know, because I'd really appreciate that. That's just a nice thing, isn't it? But as I always like to say at the end of these, anyway, apart from Super Beer for the Working Man. As I always like to say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. See you next time.